All right, we are at 9 o'clock. Good morning, guys. So, look around my head. We've been touching each other for like the last 3 weeks, so real social distance here. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? All right, so it's Dena.
Morning.
So say Andrew.
Oh, Andrew. We haven't worked out our routine yet.
Yeah, we've been working on this for a few weeks, but clearly not enough practice. So, welcome everyone. I actually encourage you to start standing. So, rise up and don't even worry about how you're standing. I mean, you might want to parallel out your feet, but it's a Saturday morning of yoga with me. Dena will be demonstrating. She'll be doing some modifications and she'll also be doing some full expressions of the poses this morning. And like every time we do this, it's like your practice, you're at home, make it all about you so you can share it with others later. This week, at least in the last couple days, I've been really inspired by Sadie. I'm inspired by the passing of Bill Withers. If you're not sure who he is, he sings a slew of songs. He's an amazing and talented songwriter. Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine, Lovely Day, and such. So it's a sad loss, but it's also a great time for celebration, to celebrate someone like that. Passed on the 30th. It was announced by his family yesterday. So we'll be, with all of our classes, we've been sending out playlists. This is a playlist called Wither Sing Heights. If you're a Bronte fan, you got a little bit of that going on. And he was like, I don't know the music, and I don't know the author, so I don't care. But come up to the top of your mat, and just looking forward, I'm gonna lean on Dena for a sec. No, I'm not, it's the whole lean on me thing. But really just starting to get a sense of yourself here on your mat. Square off. I will certainly be sharing some quotes or things that Bill Withers had said or has said. And it's really like you'd say songwriter and everything else, but at the end of the day, I read some things that he said and I'm saying, this was a yogi. This was a yogi. So as you're standing here at the top of your mat, looking out into the world with feet parallel, with a softness, a rooted downedness, so being rooted into the earth and lengthening skyward, we usually start with our eyes closed, but let your eyes be open. And Bill Withers said, I feel that it is healthier to look out at the world through a window than through a mirror. Otherwise, all you see is yourself and whatever is behind you. I heard Dena like do a very almost quiet sort of, interesting. So as you look out, and you might be looking out a window here in your practice, you may be looking at a wall. But even so, really see if with eyes open here, as we look out in front of us, there's still a window into ourselves. Another breath in. Full breath out through your mouth. Take one more full inhale. As you're ready, extend your arms skyward with a breath in. Exhale, arms back along your sides. Still gazing out into the world, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come right back along your side. One more time, take your arms up. Little wiggle through the fingers, energize from earth so you can feel that you extend down into the earth and then extend skyward. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let your thumbs just touch your heart here. So I'll lead it with Bill Withers also said, but in time it'll just be some quotes that we share. But he said, I sing and write about whatever I am able to understand and feel. I sing about whatever I am able to understand and feel. So just moving as you feel this morning, take your arms back up with a breath in. They're going to stay shoulders distance apart. Dive off to your right, just extending to your right, lengthening. You could almost say leaning out to your right. And with your exhale, continue going to the right, come all the way down to the earth. Little bend to the knees. Inhale, hands on your shins, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up, reach for the sky. Exhale, dive it right out to your left. Still, there's that lengthening through your side body. See what you can understand here. See what you feel here, still gazing out to the world. With your next exhale, continue diving to your left. Little bend to the knees as you come to center. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Taking it all the way up to the sky with your next breath in. Exhale, arms along your side. Only left arm reaches up this time. Take it skyward. Reach up and over towards the right. Lengthening that right arm down your right leg. Feet stay in the earth. Lift through your inner and outer arches. Another breath in. Continue down towards the right. Exhale, come all the way down to the right side. Right and left hand find the earth. Get long with an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing it all the way up. Take it to the sky. Exhale, going to the other side. So right arm is over and to the left. Left arm along your side. Dive it all the way to your left. Come up halfway. Forward fold over your left. Taking it all the way up with your breath in. And this time, right through your heart center, come all the way down. Left leg steps back on your inhale. Reach for the sky. Take it all the way up. Anytime that you feel like you want to wiggle those fingers, do a little bend to the back knee. You can see that back knee bend lets your tailbone draw down. Lets you stay in line with your hips. Exhale, pitch forward, out over your legs. Inhale, peel your right arm up to the sky. Take it all the way up. Maybe your hand's on a block. Maybe you're cupping the earth. Really rotate your heart towards the side wall, but let your left hip stay in line with your right, so you're not dropping it down. Big, big energy through your back heel. Another inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Maybe you frame out your feet with blocks or simply touch the earth. Straighten your front knee, back knee lifts. Hips lift up and back. For a moment, simply lengthen that spine, and then with every exhale, it's that softening down over your legs. Really using your breath and see what you feel here. So much about feeling, more so maybe than thinking this morning. With next exhale, bend through your front knee. Step your back foot up to meet your front. Find length in your spine. Forward fold over your legs. Taking it all the way up with your breath in. Exhale, hands find your heart center. Reach for the sky. Catch onto left wrist with right hand. Dive over towards the right. Take it just a breath or two. With your next exhale, continue that descent to the right, come all the way down. Halfway up, forward fold with your exhale, reach from the earth, so come all the way up to stand. Catch your right wrist with your left hand, dive to the other side. So it's this lengthening out of your right side and your left side. Maybe gaze under your right bicep for a moment, then dive to your left, come all the way down and through. Halfway up, forward fold over your legs. Stepping your right foot back, reach for the sky, big breath in. Stay here, a little wiggle through the fingers. Press back through that heel. Exhale, come forward. Peeling your left arm skyward. Just taking a couple more breaths like that. And then as you're ready, hand comes down. Frame out your foot, straighten and lengthen, get a stretch through that back half, that front hamstring. Hips lift up and back in line with each other. Staying with it. Another breath in. Bend through your front knee. Hands come along that side, that front foot, step back to plank. Press back through your heels. Really activate the core. You're lowering either with knees down or lifted. Come all the way down to the earth. Heart comes through, cobra, bhujangasana, little baby cobra. Hands framing out. Draw your thumbs down in line with your heart without pinching your back and shoulders. Soft face, soft jaw, another breath in. Press back to your heels with an exhale. You're in extended seal. High onto your fingertips, look between your hands. Slither on through with your exhale, come back onto your belly. With an inhale, lift up. Arms extend forward this time. Palms facing one another, soften your face. This is always a place that you can smile, lift your heart, lift your back body. Take one more breath like that. Hands come down along your side, press palms into the earth, roll over your knees onto your heels, extended seal. Look through your fingertips with an inhale, slither on through with your exhale. One more time. We rise up, reach back behind you, perhaps interlace fingers behind. Be mindful of which thumb is in front, heart keeps lifting. Exhale, arms out to the side walls. So take them wide of your body. Try to turn your palms up. Open your heart a little bit more. So lift up. Hands come back behind. Interlace fingers. Other thumb in front. If you're softening your seat and jaw, ask yourself, is there a reason I need to really tighten through my seat and jaw, right? So don't need to be tight there. And with an exhale, release. As you're ready, extended seal behind you. You may stay here. Maybe you want to interlace fingers behind. Get a little shoulder stretch there so you can reach back. Palms reaching for the sky overhead. If you bring the base of your palms together, there's a little bit more in the shoulders. One more breath like that. Hands come back out in front. Arching cat with your breath in. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Feet hips distance apart. Walk your feet to your hands. Nice, stay with that hips distance apart. You're in your forward fold. Bend your knees even more deeply. Massage through the backs of your legs. You're not rising up, you're staying in your forward fold, but your arms walk up the backs of your legs. Take them all the way up, maybe massage out. Yeah, it's free. Massage out your legs, yeah. We pay people to massage our legs. Then take it all the way up to your sacrum, interlace fingers. Arms reach up and overhead. That same stretch, maybe a little bit more bend to your left knee so you can take a twist towards your right. Hands go out towards the left. Back through center, go the other way. Another breath. Release to center, hands go back down your legs, walk it all the way down. Massaging along the way. You might find places where you need a little bit of extra that you need to give yourself. And then as you rise up, get long through your spine. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise all the way up, take it to the sky. Exhale, hands find your heart. Peel your right arm back, left arm goes forward, you're in a twist. As you're opening here, Really getting that sense of openness. Bill Withers, the same love that made me laugh makes me cry. Be open to everything in these twists. Come straight to center, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands find your heart, twist the other way. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, take it back to center, reach for the sky. Dive out over your legs with your exhale. Left leg steps back, reach for the sky here, high lunge. Hands find the earth on your exhale. With an inhale, peel your right arm up. Exhale, hand comes down, downward facing dog. Stay here or come forward to plank. Lower with control, control that descent, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing, your choice here, yogi's choice. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg up to the sky behind you. Look to where you're going to place your foot. Place your foot between your hands on your exhale. Help it up if you need it. With an inhale, reach for the sky. Or just do what Dena did, so you can come all the way up. Come down. That's okay. I love you. Peel that left arm up on your inhale. Exhale your way back to downward facing dog. Plank if you choose to, otherwise stay. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward, thighs never need to touch if you're going to upward, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up and back. Again, see where you're going to place that foot, step it right between your hands. Back heel spirals down, Virabhadrasana 1. So rise up to your warrior 1. Little wiggle through your fingers and then give yourself some shoulder space, so cactus out your arms. See if you can, I love what Dena's doing here. Her elbows are peeling back in line with her shoulders. Her heart's open. Same way for you. Exhale, lead with your heart, hinge forward. Rise back up with your inhale. And hinge forward. It's your option. Twice more like that or stay where you are. It's really got to be what you feel today. Either way, really grounding through your back heel. Get a sense of your back heel in the earth. Stay with that. The next time you come forward, stay there. Maybe the backs of your palms peel up just a little bit higher. Hands reach behind, interlace fingers. Heart goes down towards the earth. Devotional warrior. Getting into that groin. Peel it up now, take it all the way up. Reach for the sky, you're back in your warrior 1. Either move through your half vinyasa or downward facing dog. So you have choices. Please do what's right. This is all about you finding what you love about the practice. All the while, look out through the world, look out at your practice through a window, not a mirror where we're judgmental and just looking at ourselves. Left leg to the sky, behind you. Step it through. Back heel spirals down, come up, you're in warrior 1. Free up your shoulders, cactus out your arms. I like the cactus image more than the yoga mugging image, right? So no one's coming over and like, hey, give me your mat. And they're even gonna respect social distancing today. They're like, throw me the wallet, throw me the mat and strap. From there, hinge forward at your exhale. Come up with your inhale, rise, heart opens all the way. Can you lower with an open heart? That is not rhetorical, friends. Can you lower with an open heart? Stay forward or continue through a couple more times. And with heart wide open, invite in love, but it's like invite in. Is it laughter? Is it tears? Both are a release. The same love that makes us laugh makes us cry. Reach back behind you, other thumb in front. Pour out to the inside of that left knee. Breathing through. From the earth, rise up, take your arms up to the sky. Hands come down through your heart, either chaturanga or go through half vinyasa with breath broken up or straight to downward facing. I know I always say it. Extended seal, restorative poses are always on the menu, right? We are like, your yoga mat is like a diner where they say breakfast served all day. Extended seal is always available to you. Now, just because I say it, also don't say, oh, now I better go into it. So it's like, find what's right for you and honor it. Honor it. Let's all meet in downward facing dog. However you choose to get your hands to your feet rather to your hands, so you can step or float or walk, whatever is good for you, get there, get long. Forward fold. Come all the way up with an inhale. Exhale, hands find your heart, twist to your right. Still upright. Back to center with an inhale. Exhale, hands come down, twist to your left. Back to center with your breath in. Dive out over your legs. Inhale, right foot steps back, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Left arm peels up. Hand comes down on your exhale. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Right leg to the sky. Step your foot between your hands. With an inhale, rise all the way up. Both hands coming up. Thanks, Petey. Hands come back down on your exhale. See, I was looking in the mirror. Take your arms up. Reach for the sky with your right arm only. Maybe it's one breath, maybe it's both, downward facing or your half vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. Left leg rises with an inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. With an inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Hands come down, frame out your foot. Full breath in, peel your left arm up. If it works for you, straighten through your front knee. Maybe your hand shifts to a block. Full breath in, full breath out here. Another inhale. Exhale, place your left hand down on your shin or your thigh or your foot. Back heel spirals into the earth. Peel your right arm up, Trikonasana on this side. So lengthening through top crown of your head. Come back to, there's an understanding here, but maybe not a thought understanding, a body understanding. Lengthening through underside and feel what you feel. Another breath in. Hands come down, bend through your front knee, make your way back to downward. You can always throw in, so the half vinyasa is available to you. Plank, chaturanga, cobra or upward facing, and downward facing dog. Right leg up and back behind you with an inhale. Step it on through. Everything rises up with the breath in. Let it come down on your exhale. Peel your right arm up to the sky. Maybe it's a block. Whatever you need to shift your hips back, straighten that front knee with your arm lifted. So it's a bit of a twisted pose with a straight front leg. You're going to transition with all the grace you can muster. Right hand comes down, left heel drops down. Toes are further of the toes. Rather, toes are further of the heel to peel that left arm up. Really getting long through your underside. That right hand, right leg rather, is literally saying like, lean on me to the right hand. Support yourself here. We need to support ourselves as much as other people. Hand comes down, make your way back to downward facing. Again, your options however you want to get there. We're all in downward facing dog as you arrive. High onto the balls of your feet. Either step or float your feet to your hands. Find length through your spine. Forward fold. Rising all the way up. Exhale, hands find your heart center. Peel it out to twist towards your right, opening up. Back to center. And to your left. Center as you inhale. Sit down, hands find your heart, Utkatasana, awkward chair. As you're ready, take a little twist. Twist to your right again. So you can be either upright or upper left arm finds outer right leg. Stay with it. Center chair, reach for the sky. Go to the other side. Again, it's about feeling here. Back to center with an inhale. Hands find your heart center. Sit a little lower. Let your heart lift a little higher. So, another from our friend Bill, I would like to know how it feels for my desperation to get louder. I would like to know how it feels for my desperation to get louder. Maybe it's simply your thighs getting louder here. Another breath in. Exhale, pour out over your legs, forward fold. With an inhale, left leg steps back, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands find either side of your front foot. Peel that right arm up with an inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, back heel into the earth, cartwheel up to warrior two. Turning that front palm up, reach up and back, peaceful. If you'd like, bend through your top elbow, in through your bottom elbow. You're going to take hold of opposite fingertips. So let the fingertips reach towards one another, opening here. Still deepening the bend in your front knee. It tracks in line with your second toe. Not in, not out. As you release, take your arms shoulder level. You're back in warrior two. Rise up, arms touch overhead as you straighten your front knee. Exhale, hands catch behind. Interlace fingers, dive to the inside of your front knee. With a bent front knee, so let that knee bend again, yeah. So working shoulders and groin. I'm just gonna call out a little cue. You can keep switching your thumbs, so the hand hold keeps switching. One more breath like that. Arms release, reverse it back to peaceful, otherwise your hands come down to the earth. And we all take that ride back down to downward facing dog. You can move through your half vinyasa or right to downward facing. With an inhale, left leg to the sky behind you. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Coming all the way up on your breath in. Hands come back down on your exhale. Peel the left arm up, straighten through your front knee for a breath. Exhale, bend through front knee, hand finds the earth. Spiral it up so you can find your warrior two. So you're gonna rise up from here. Really finding that your tailbone can still draw down. You're centered over your hips. Turn that front palm up, reach it up and back, peaceful. Maybe there's that elbow bend to find Gomukhasana arm. So elbow bends from the top and bottom to open. Stay with it. We've been doing a lot of that leaning so it can lengthen and extend. Back up, arms shoulder level. Rise up, straighten your front knee, arms meet overhead. Exhale, front knee bends, his hands catch from behind, dive to the inside of your knee. Take that forward fold. Full breath in. Full breath out here. Another inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, take it all the way up. Cartwheel it down, back to your downward facing dog. If you choose to take a plank, by all means, otherwise stay where you are. High onto balls of your feet. Look to your hands, step or float it up to your hands. Soft landings, find length. Forward fold. Sit way down to come up. Take that twist to your right. This time, arms can go in opposite directions if you choose. So it's totally up to you. There's a softness in your jaw. Can you let that desperation get louder? Can you let that love get louder? Hands find themselves back to your namaste. Stay in the twist, please. From there, you're rising up on your left leg. Keep your upper elbow or upper leg so the left leg stays in the earth. The right foot comes off the earth to start to rise up. Rise up, keep that connection. I know, challenging, right? Start to shift it up. Let your torso become more upright. Take hold of your outer knee with your left hand. Twist to your right. Full breath in. Straightening through leg is fine, lots of options. Bend through that knee again. Take it back down so arms reach overhead. Facing forward, yes, thank you. Sit back down to your awkward chair. Take a twist to the other side, so Utkatasana the other way. Opening through here. Maybe the arms go in opposite directions, maybe not. Totally up to you. Find namaste again. Now, right foot rooted in the earth. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Start to rise up. Stay in the twist to start. Then center yourself out. Hold on to that outer knee with your right hand. Left arm peels back. So this is just building on all these twists, all these movements we've done. Front knee can stay bent or straightened. It's up to you. Another breath in. Come back to center. Reach for the sky. Foot comes down as it does. You dive out over your legs. Forward fold. Right leg steps back. Peel it up to the sky with an inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Peel that left arm up. Hand comes down, back heel in the earth. Cartwheel it up to warrior two. Open it up with an inhale as you take it back to your peaceful. And cartwheel it right down to the earth, extended seal. Or rather, downward dog. That's a lot to happen, extended seal. Take it right back to downward. Right leg to the sky. We're just getting that one last vinyasa here. Step it through. Reach for the sky. Hands come down. Right arm peels up. Hand comes down. Take it up to warrior two. This is you just shining. Lean back, peaceful. Maybe you take it through your half vinyasa. Maybe you break the breath up. Maybe not. We all meet in downward facing dog. All optional. Stay here or come forward to plank. Just a little bit of core strength. Let's remember our resilience, that same love that makes us laugh and cry. Right leg comes off the earth. Now, I usually don't require anything but smile and take your left fingertips forward. Don't think about what happens. Right leg is up, left fingertips are forward. If you're doing this in your mind, Make it the most awesome pose ever. Switch it to the other side. Breathing through, stay with it, you got it. It might get windy in the room, go with the flow. Hand comes down, leg comes down, either down dog or your half vinyasa. Big breath out through your mouth when you get there. Ah. So we're gonna keep going in a second, but check this one out. My real life was when I was just a working guy. You know, it's okay to head for wonderful, but on your way to wonderful, you're gonna have to pass through all right. And when you get to all right, take a good look around and get used to it, because that may be as far as you're gonna go. You know what? I will take all right. That is the whole idea. This is abhyasa and vairagya. You're heading for wonderful, you show up in a constant determined practice, you end up at all right, vairagya, non-attachment to the end result. If as far as you go is all right, you're doing a hell of all right. Take your right leg up to the, left leg up to the sky. How about it? Step it on through. Spiral that back heel down. You're back in your warrior one. Cactus it out. Straight front leg this time. Straighten the knee. Hinge out over your leg. Hips stay square. Rise back up. And hinge again. Rising. Hinging. Up once more. Now, let those palms reach back a little bit. Now, from here, you will either reach for opposite elbows behind you or take reverse namaste mudra. Then with an open heart, hinge over your front leg. Both hips can draw back. Beautiful. Top crown of head extending forward. Another breath in. Release hands down to blocks or the earth. So we're going to move into reverse trikonasana or revolved trikonasana, but rather than rising all the way up, rise halfway up. You can feel your spine lengthened. Right hand will stay down on whatever it's on either side of your front foot. Left hand finds your sacrum. Open your heart towards your left. Feet stay in the earth with toes unclenched. I almost said with clothes untensed. The closed part made sense. The untensed part did not. One more breath like that. Take it down, bend through your front knee. Step back, find your downward facing dog. Another breath out through the mouth whenever you need it. Get to all right, at least here. Take your right leg up to the sky. Just by its very nature, with right leg up, I guess it's got to be all right. Step your foot through. Back heel goes down. You're in warrior one. Cactus it out with a straight front knee. With your exhale, hinge, leading with heart. Your hands trail behind. Take it back up. And hinge. Back up again. We're hinging again. Rise it up. Opposite elbows, other forearm on top, or reverse namaste mudra. Lead with your heart. Extend it right out with square hips. Navel extending forward and then down the leg. Coming back to what we don't even have to understand on an intellectual level, just understanding on a physical level, on a body level today, and what you feel, understanding that. Hands frame out your front foot. Palms can be on blocks. Maybe you find your sacrum with the right hand this time. Top crown of your head extended forward. And peel it up towards the sky. Either hand stays on the sacrum or you reach for the sky. Beautiful. Try not to lose your left hip here. Both hips can draw back. Another breath in. Exhale, hand comes down. Front knee bends. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Look into your hands. Step or float to the outsides of your hands. So you're in a squat. It can be a half squat, so you can have your seat halfway down, hands and elbows on your knees, yep. Or you can take your elbows to inside your knees and sit way down. Totally up to you. You want to parallel out your feet as much as you're able to. And once you're there, whichever pose you're in, open that heart. Take that right arm skyward. Left fingertips finding the earth to outside, yeah. So you can open up into that twist. If you have a bind in you, you're welcome to by wrapping that front knee. It's not required. If you're like, bind, I don't even know what that is. You can look at D, and if that's saying, I'm on my mat having a good time without that, you're doing all right. Back to center. Other side. Not looking back today. So it's all about looking out into your practice through a window. Don't turn that mirror of judgment on yourself. It's all about looking out. Hand comes down. Your option, either let yourself softly fold forward or bakasana, so hands shoulders distance apart. You can look forward of your hands. You're gonna walk your knees way up high onto your arms. Really a lot of core here, more core than hands, more core than wrists. Looking forward, maybe your right toes come off the earth. Maybe it's the other toes that come off the earth, so switch or bring both up. And then I love this. No one is there unless you have a spectator on your mat in your room today. Play around with it, float it back, chaturanga. It's okay if you have a fail. It's okay if you break through the floor as you land your feet. And we all meet in downward facing dog. Yeah, I love that. It's got to get juicy, right? There you go. Walk your hands back to your feet. Go all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. That's 3 of them. Rising up with an inhale. You can roll it up or find that length as you dive to the sky, reach for the sky. Hands find your heart center. Just the way we did before, peel your right arm back, left arm comes forward, you're in a twist. Keep your hips where they are, hinge forward, extend. Maybe you have a block handy. Place your left hand onto the earth. Maybe it cups the earth, stay in the twist, you're twisting here. Just full breath in, full breath out. From there, perhaps you slide your right fingertips into the crease line of your right leg. Bend your righty, come onto the toes. Reach for the outside of your right knee or your right foot with your left hand. Rise up, coming into another twist. So you're either holding outer foot with a straight leg or knee is bent. You can open that right arm back to the back of the room, your room, opening up here. Take it to center. Shifting that right foot either to the inside of your ankle, calf, or thigh for Vrkshasana. If you want to take a bound Vrkshasana, you can bring that foot to the inside of your upper thigh. So you can see D is going into that. And then hold on to that foot with your left hand. Right arm can keep reaching for the sky. Maybe you want to reach around to find your right big toe or your inner elbow. Whichever hand is free, that's the hand you're going to use. Take it to the sky and pour out in a forward fold. You can do the forward fold in tree. You can do the forward fold in the bound tree or with both feet on the earth. Let your head go. Soften. Drawing from those same places where we get laughter and cry from. Create a little space so you can simply let that leg come down in line with your left. Roll it up to stand. Reach for the sky. Take that twist to your left. Hinge forward, hinge, hinge. Hand comes down, you're twisting to your left. Love that. Heart stays open all the while. You can do this without taking the hand down. I like to keep the twist, but take my left thumb to the crease line of my left leg, bend the left knee, find outer knee or outer foot, rise up to stand. Find Tadasana, so you're stacking your torso over your hips, and then open into your twist. Back to center, reach for the sky. You're gonna slot that left foot into inner right leg or to upper right leg towards that upper hip. So you can come to the bound variation of Vrikshasana, totally up to you. If you're bound, you'll hold on with your right hand. Maybe you reach around to try to find your big toe or inner elbow. Find your steadiness, use that drishti, that gaze, that focused gaze. There's a softness. There is a gaze of discovery and intention and inspiration here. Free arm reaches for the sky. Dive out over your legs. Forward fold, Uttanasana with that leg variation. Let it go. As you're ready, that foot comes down. Walking your hands forward to plank. This is your offering to the earth. Let it come from the heart. Another breath in. Actually, stay here. Stay here for just a moment. So if we've been on that way to wonderful and wherever we get, again, just wise words. I was wiser at 30 than I am now. My judgment was better at 12. If you look out the windshield of a Hyundai or a Bentley, you see the same road. So as you lower here, whatever you have to offer, it's good enough as you come all the way down. Hands are still framing out your heart. It's simply a little bit more of a fuller Bhujangasana, fuller cobra, so heart lifting. Pelvis stays in the earth. This is not upward facing dog. Press your hands into the earth. All the while, your shoulders come back. Not that there's a do's and don'ts, but D, let your shoulders roll forward for a sec. Yeah, that can't even look comfortable. Is that comfortable, D? No. No good.
No mas.
No mas. So come up, and you'll only go as mas as is good enough for you. Right? So shoulders stay back. Another breath. Take it all the way down. Give it an inhale, give it an exhale. We've got one more time like this. So pressing your hands into the earth, heart lifts up again. You can come all the way up. Maybe the back knees bend. A little bit of a king cobra. Let your pelvis come down more on the earth, Speedy. Then legs come back down. Forehead comes down, elbows go wide, so you can rest your head on your hands. Sitting back onto your heels, extended seal, and immediately roll up, roll up. Sitting on your heels, take your arms straight up to the sky. So Vajrasana, thunderbolt here. You can interlace your fingers overhead. All your fingers except your index fingers, those keep pressing up to the sky. Stay with that. One more breath like that. Hands find your side. Come forward onto your knees, so hands come forward of you. You're gonna step your right foot between your hands. And it's your option. Find a block or maybe both blocks. We're going to shift here. So we've been doing quite a bit of hamstring opening. We're going to shift our hips back in line with our back knee, either with a straight front leg for Ardha Hanumanasana, so a half split. If you want to take the more full variation, you're welcome to slide it open. Maybe a block comes underneath your right sitting bone or your right thigh. Hands can frame out your front foot, or if you're on the Ardha, if you're in the half variation, you're folded forward. In the other variation, you can take your hands up, square off your hips. Maybe they find the heart center, maybe they reach for the sky. Breathing through. There should be joy in that front hamstring here. As the toes peel back, as your hips square off, you'll release, and as you're ready, gracefully transition to the other side. So take that right leg all the way back first. Right? Give yourself a moment. And then switch. Left leg comes between. Shift hips back, just lengthen through your front knee, or take a really wide lunge to extend that left leg eventually for either Ardha Hanumanasana, your half split, or the more full variation. In the half split, you're folded over your front leg. In the more full variation, you're getting more upright. That right hip's got to extend to come forward in line with the left. Front foot stays flexed, top crown of head extending skyward. This is another place you can extend your gaze to look through the world, at the world through a window rather than a mirror. Otherwise, all you see is yourself and whatever is behind you. Spend your time in this pose on this side, not your Bakasana, not revolved Trikonasana, not anything that led up to this moment. One more breath. Hands come down, taking that leg back behind. You're going to lower down onto your belly, however you'd like to do that, and then roll onto your back. So you're going to set yourself up here. We have one back bend and then a shoulder stand. It could be a modified. So it's either bridge or wheel. So Setu Bandhasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana. For bridge, if you know wheel, you can go right through and into it with fingers back towards shoulders. Otherwise, hands along your sides. On the exhale, lift up. Hips lift, shoulders stay down, supporting yourself here. Another breath. Heart opening. If you're coming out of wheel, chin tucks in towards heart as you come down. Coming out of bridge, high onto the balls of your feet. Lowering one vertebra at a time. So it's going to be your option. First, feet go wide, knees together, releasing out, releasing your back without taking the knees in. And then either sliding a block underneath your seat for a supported shoulder stand. So you can take a block under the sacrum and your legs simply go up to the sky. Legs can come right up. Maybe that's where you are. If it works for you, you can either go back to halasana, so plow pose, letting your legs go back behind you. Yeah, you can support your back. You can tuck your shirt into the front of your pants so your shirt doesn't ride way up, whatever you want to do. But go back. Maybe feet find the earth behind you, maybe not. Give yourself a moment or two. Walk shoulders and elbows in towards each other. And then as you're ready, legs can make their way up. Some of us may use a blanket underneath the shoulders. Try to bring your legs in line with your hips as opposed to over your face, but that is a half shoulder stand. It's acceptable. Thighs rotate in towards each other. If you're on the block, you're getting the same effects. We're flushing the Shuddha chakra, throat chakra, energy center there. That's all about communication, flushing it with breath. Again, enjoy your all right here. It's good enough. As you're ready, legs come back down off the block or can go behind for a slow roll down onto your back. Coming out of this, legs extend out in front, prop up onto your elbows. So Matsyasana or fish pose, reversing those effects. So elbows on the earth, you're dropping to the top crown of your head behind you. Just letting it go here. This is, again, another place you can feel the heart opening. Maybe the desperation, right? Getting louder if that's how you're feeling. And then let it come down onto your back. Call it a minute or so, whatever feels right for you. Maybe it's happy baby. Maybe it's a little bit of windshield wipe, bring out the legs. Maybe it's a little twist to the left or twist to the right. But whatever feels right for you, you'll play and eventually transition as you're ready to Shavasana. If you know that you'd like to take an extended Shavasana and go beyond our time together, you may want to turn off the volume at this point and simply let yourself be. And if that's what you're choosing to do, thanks so much for practicing Namaste, knowing that you can lean on us anytime. And if you're choosing Shavasana to come out of it, when we come out of it, just keeping it on. Legs will extend out when you're ready. The earth supporting you here. If you need to, the head can turn all the way to the left and then all the way to the right. And just all the stuff we send down into us, all these things that keep us, let's say, fidgety would be the wrong word, but where we're still stirring, perhaps. Let that go. You eventually surrender right there on your mat. Bringing more fullness to your breath. Roll your thumbs across your fingertips, wiggle your toes, soften your jaw, let your teeth actually come apart to unclench. And then as you're ready, knees bend, feet come down into the earth. Arms reach back behind you. Be mindful of anything you may have laid near you to roll onto your right-hand side. Little pillow out of your right bicep. Then as you're ready, use your left hand to help you up. So press yourself up. You can keep your eyes closed. If you need to crack them open, just crack them open a touch to find your seat. Find a comfortable seat. So you don't want to be in discomfort. This is that last asana, joyful, steady seat, comfortable, steady seat. Then with Ujjayi breath completely gone, this is simply you and your breath. Take a few here. Hands can be on your knees, maybe one hand over the other over your heart. Getting in touch with what you understand and feel here. As you're ready, just going to ground down our energy this morning. So taking hands just beneath your navel. So grounding your energy down. Just feel that sensation of a grounding feeling. Hands can come back to Namaste Mudra or to your knees. It's totally up to you. Letting head drop to heart, heart lift to head. And leaving with one more thought from that yogi, Bill Withers. He writes, I've always been serious that way, trying to evolve to a more conscious state. Funny thing about that though, you tweak yourself, look for more love, less lust, more compassion, less jealousy. You keep tweaking, keep adjusting those knobs until you can no longer find the original settings. In some sense, the original settings are exactly what I'm looking for. A return to the easygoing guy I was before my world got complicated. The nice guy who took things as they came and laughed so hard the blues would blow away in the summer wind. Thanks so much for sharing your practice, your energy today. May you find that easygoing guy or gal or man or woman who can take things as they come and laugh so hard the blues blow away in the summer wind.